a lot more identical. As you can see, it was a male. Male have a broad head, where the female is quite a lot, thin sort of a head. I just want to move it and face to the direction where we are and get to see more details on it, because it looked like here is more on the behind of it. So really I just want to face it in the right angle that we can see clearly, and we have, after that we'll give more information what happens with this elephant.
So do you want to flatten some of those grass in front of it so I can see it properly? Yeah, that's much better, thanks.
Yeah, what happened exactly, this elephant here, there were two bulls in mass. They get to clash together and fight. You know that bulls, most especially if really still young or teenagers, I'll put it on that way, which is a correct term. If they get together, they don't have respect to each other. Fight can happen at any time, because really both of them, they're really on mass, and really is quite a lot of energy while they're still young. It's better for the old bulls, because really of both of them, you find that they're in mass and get together. They really form a friendship, but they don't trust each other. One must be at least 20 meters away or 15 meters away, but really they can't fight, because they know that if they really fight, if really face for the other one can really sneak behind and task him in a vulnerable place where he can die. So what they do, if they're still young, they're really simple, get to fight. They're very inquisitive. If anything, they fight, and suddenly as a result, especially the drainage system where this skull it is, you see, they're fighting from other side, and the other one happens to fall down inside the drainage line and get to break the neck, and really the animal die easy on that way. There's quite a lot of things that happen with elephant, especially if elephant in mass is one of the dangerous animals. It really doesn't tolerate quite a lot of vehicles or anything comes there, because it's the time of mating. You want to concentrate on mating. And also it's the time for him to fight with the other males that are really on the same age, to gain a rank position, to be one of the bull that is more strong. And even if he really gets separated with his own age, if it's a female around in that area, he will be able to mate. It will be his first preference to mate. But you find that all the old bulls that hanging around with these teenagers, they really make sure that there's no chance for the young males that they can mate. They really cover such a very good distance. And also, if males are in mass and female in mass, they really, on the sexual part, this liquid that always comes out. It really, a male, as far as I know, if he's really on mass, because it's a liquid that comes out on the sexual part, which all the time is dripping. It can really a day lose up to 240 liters to 400 liters. It depends how big is an animal. and by that time you drink quite a lot of water wherever it goes, collect a lot of water, and it will be really ready for the female. So bear in mind that this animal here is not unlike other animals that really, if comes to mating, for instance zebra and waterbuck, it will be the one that really strong. It has to be on mass. It happens sometimes on the teenagers because they're still young. I mean, sexual activity is very, is very good to them. If really find, a female that in mass, automatically the young males, the teenagers, they can be on mass in order to mate. So really, all of this, it create quite a lot of confusion and create quite a lot of fights around themselves, which the old bulls are a lot more slow when it comes to sexual activities because they have to wait. Sometimes you might find an elephant, he can be active in a year, in 3 months, becoming on mass in 3 months of the year. In 12 months, you might be, in 3 months, he has to become on mass. Some of the young males, they can be in 9 months in a year, which means it will be only for 3 months that you will be not on mass in a year. So really, you can see how much becoming more active. So it creates a lot of fight sometimes. And the female doesn't tolerate the youngster to mate. And most of the time, they really prefer the old bulls to come and mate because they're a lot more experienced. You might find that the young male, when they come, female can leave it mount. As soon as he wants to start the business, you really move more forward and disappoint it. It really will be wait for a dominant one or a very old mature male to come and mate. Let us carry on. I believe Marion have seen the elephant skull. Really, sometimes elephant might come here, the same family, they might come here and move the skull because really these animals, they got sense of humor. Sometimes they might come here as doing rituals, or the family, they get it together here and start to play around with the skull. So by that time they'll keep on moving the skull up to, sometimes they might push it inside the drainage line or might push it furthermore to the other side. So it can happen. So elephant is one of the animals that really, when it comes to death, I really respect them because they really have sense of humor. Let's carry on.